might be looking at the background behind me and saying, that's really pretty wallpaper. Kristen, where are you? Are you in a studio somewhere? The answer is actually no. So here's the deal. I have been here in Sicily for 4 months getting my dual citizenship process. I was staying in a cute little Sicilian townhouse on the edge of the mountain, and at the 4-month mark, my time was up. So it was time to start looking for another place to live while I was eking ever so slowly towards my dual citizenship getting finished. I gotta tell you, I have really gotten to know some of the most amazing, beautiful Italian friends that I never expected, but totally needed. These are the kinds of girls that want to go out and do fun things. They're spontaneous, which I'm not used to in my friendships. They're fun to be around. They love culture, history, events. And so I've just been having a great time with them, going all over. Sometimes we're just here in Caccamo. I knew that I needed to soon move out of my little Sicilian townhouse. And so I basically said, ladies, I'm gonna be here for another month to a month and a half. Does anyone know any apartments or houses that are available here in the village of Caccamo? It was important that I be right here in the town limits because I have my cute little scooter and I can't go up high hills. I can't be kind of on the outskirts of town. It needs to be central to the comune or the city hall where I find myself multiple times a week getting some kind of paperwork processed. I did not expect the outpouring of information, of help, of networking, and literally within 2 days, I had had multiple people saying, Christina, let me show you this apartment. My friend owns this one. Or let me show you this apartment. I heard about it from somebody else who I know from something else. My hairdresser's friend, blah, blah, blah. So I had the opportunity to see some absolutely gorgeous places, including one of the most modern apartments I had ever seen up on the upper part of Caccamo. Well, my friend Lena, who is a queen, Lena said, I have a colleague that I can introduce you to. She owns an apartment and it's right on the square. And immediately my interest was piqued because you'll notice in my videos, I often have this background behind me. Behind me is the Mother Church or San Giorgio. Sure enough, we got here, we walked through it, and I knew that this was the place for me. Is it the most modern? No. Does it have all of the bells and whistles? No. Does it have a clothes dryer, an oven, a microwave oven? Does it have the perks and benefits of modern life? Some, but not all. But for me, I knew that this is where I belonged. When the expats, the British, the Americans, the other people who live here in the town, of which there are quite a few, found out that I decided on an apartment here in the middle of the square where I could open my window and there is history of my own family right in front of me. They all were like, that's amazing, Kristen, congratulations, what a great find. And I totally agreed. The Caccamese people, the people from this town, the Sicilians, had a very different response. Why? It's so old at the square. You know, it just goes to show you that I kind of for the first time understand why so many people here love modern artwork. They love pictures of the New York City subway and the Empire State Building and anything that has to do with New York. They love, love, love New York. And they want to put modern pictures all over the walls in the house. Airbnbs, really big New York theme. As an American and as someone who has spent my entire childhood in New York City, going to events in New York, even going for dinner with my friend Johanna's family, it doesn't hold the same wow appeal that this kind of view behind me holds for me. In addition to the Mother Church of my family behind me, I can also see from this window the civic hospital where my great-great-grandfather was born. I can see the San Fratello townhouse, which is one of my ancestors who owned one of these privileged locations right on the square. And terrifyingly enough, I couldn't be closer to the skulls in the Purgatory Church and catacombs. I'm scary close to that. But I try not to think about that because all of those people have been dead for like 200 years or more. I am definitely in the thick of things here. Every day is not easy. Every day is definitely not convenient. Every day holds its own challenges and personal journey for me. But I feel living in this adorable, really, really beautiful apartment, I feel so privileged. So I want to give you a tour of my courtyard apartment right here in Caccamo, Sicily. So I just walked in the door. As you can see, it has Italian tile and a beautiful, beautiful lobby area with gorgeous mahogany wood and artwork on the walls. Just lovely, lovely place. This is my scooter. I love my scooter, guys. My scooter gets me all over this town and beyond. And it's just been a great way to put my phone in the holder, put on the map, and just go. This is an image of Sicilian people in the countryside harvesting sheaves of wheat and putting them on the cart to bring them into town. Over here we have Christ on the cross with the thieves on either side, made of marble. And then a beautiful, more modern mirror decoration on the wall. So this is the living room, which has some really beautiful furniture. It has a window seat to look out over the town, some chairs, some amazing artwork, including the life of Christ, as well as this gorgeous artwork that the owner's relative made of the castle. But my favorite part of this living room is the view. And this is what sold me on staying here. Guys, this is one of my 3 balconies. And if you look out, you will probably recognize this is my ancestral church, where my ancestors have been going to church, having their children baptized, having funerals, having marriages, right here at San Giorgio Church on the square. I'm going to look out here on my balcony. You can see the Purgatory Church. So it's really nice to know that dead skulls of potential dead relatives who were believed to be in purgatory, their skulls are still there for me, right across the street from where I live. Yay! This building right here was the original San Fratello townhouse. So one of my family lines, the San Fratellos, owned this property, and they were quite wealthy landowners to be able to afford to have a property right here on the center square. You can see the mountainside in the background. And this building right here, the stone one, this is actually where my great-grandfather, Girolamo Anselmo, was born. And unfortunately for him, he was left at the hospital and abandoned. He was able to be adopted by the Anselmo name. I saw quite a few apartments. People just bent over backwards to help me find a place that I would enjoy and be comfortable in. This one just sold me, 100%. So let's move into the dining room. The dining room is just absolutely something. It has views of the ancient church and the clock tower. Here we have some really beautiful furniture here. And apparently the lady who lived here loved to play games and poker and checkers. And so the table reflects that. I don't have very many personal belongings with me because I'm only here to get my dual citizenship. I've been here about 4 months, but as you can see, I couldn't resist not only bringing a few things with me from the States, but also collecting a few additional things as well. These are paintings that my artistic son did that I bought along with me that are on canvas. This one is one of my favorites. My son told me that we are the birds in this photo. and we are flying over the ocean and into the horizon and the great blue yonder, wherever it takes us. That's my baby boy. Down here I have my grandparents who have passed. This is Josephina, or Josephine, and Samuel, or Salvatore Anselmo. His is the line that I'm going through to get my dual citizenship. Here are all of my beautiful saint cards. Over the last 4 months, I have collected quite a few of the different saints, not only from the town, but also beautiful paintings like this one that are hanging in the Purgatory Church across the street. You always have to have sweets for your guests when they come over, and you also have to offer them some kind of Italian liqueur. Here we have Amaro, which is an herbal liqueur that people drink before bed to help them digest their food because they eat very late here. Most meals started around 9 or 9:30. We have Grappa. It was known as the poor man's drink, but in more recent times, people have really come to enjoy that. And of course, the ever-present amaretto, which can be put into a coffee. It can be drunk straight, or it's often used in desserts, as I like to do. And I have cards from my mom and dad, my husband, my ancestral book that I bought with me. This has my entire family lineage on both sides. And so I just decided, since this bookcase was here, why not decorate it with things that I love and things that I cherish, and the people I cherish too. Over here I have another garbage view. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful medieval location here, more mountains. And then less thrilling, I have all of my recycling bins. Yes, guys, welcome to Italy. Every single day of the week except Sunday, you have to do recycling. And it's everything from plastic on one day, glass and metal on another day, paper and cardboard on another day. You have organic waste, you have other waste, just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for my American brain to handle. So let's go into my baby kitchen. This kitchen is so tiny, you can't even believe it. There's my burners. I have my espresso maker. And then the pot there is because I drink tea a lot here. I really enjoy tea. So, and all my bottles of water. Here I have all of my dishes and stuff. I live super simply here. I mean, if anybody has ever thought I was high maintenance, they might change their mind now, because I have 6 plates, 4 cups, 4 mugs, a couple of frying pans and a saucepan. Yeah, I live really simply here, and I have no regrets at all. On the fridge, I have all the things that I'm quick to forget, such as the color of the recycling bin, the day of the week the bin goes out, the timetable for the bus that will take me from Caccamo to Termini, including, of course, imperial time next to military time. So the Italians don't use our time after 12 noon. And then, of course, all of like when the bread guy comes, when the veggie guy comes, what time is mass at the different churches. And I just try to help keep myself sane, which is not easy. And down here I have a freezer. This is an enormous size fridge and freezer for what I have seen in my experience here in Sicily. So that is that area. Let's go into the bathroom, the most exciting room in the house. So this is my bathroom. Isn't it pretty? I love the cutouts of the stonework up here. Really, really awesome. The owners who lived here previously really did a great job with selecting. And look, everybody, I have a bidet. Bidets, ladies and gentlemen, are not super popular in America. And in fact, I had to get on YouTube to figure out how to use one. But it is a delight now. I appreciate them. This is my waterfall shower up here, and a handheld shower. And over here is like the most Italian washing machine you'll ever see. Let me see if I can open it. It takes anywhere from 2 hours to 9 hours to do a load of laundry. Oh, whoops, sorry. This is the washing machine. So I just did a load of wash. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to take them out and put them on the wash line to dry. And this is my cambio di letto. Cambio di letto is the master bedroom. I have the old stonework behind the queen size bed. And here's another garbage view. So guys, let me tell you about this balcony. There are many Jesus and Mary statues all over my town, but this is one I actually posted in another video. This is Our Lady of Lourdes. It's a Mary statue that I just have really connected with. Whenever I walk by, I think about God and Jesus and Mary, and I just give pause to my day and try to remember the beauty of the big picture. And when I saw this house, I realized that the exact same Mary is in the courtyard. And I was like, what? Really? So, Mary, she's here, my favorite Mary. The birds are flying ahead. You can see the mountains in the distance. And of course, out here we have the Mother Church, or Chiesa Madre. So it's just a gorgeous location. Original cobblestones in the street down there. These streets cannot have cars because they're too narrow. But I just felt so peaceful in making a decision to take this house. So this is one of my 3 balconies right off of my bedroom. So when I wake up in the morning, I can open up the door and I can see out to the Sicilian countryside and the courtyard area with my favorite Mary down there. Oh, I sound so Catholic. Anyway, so this is my bed. And I have a huge armoire with the closet space, the drawer space, shoes can go in there. It's kind of a little bit of everything. And then here's a place where I can keep my scarves, my gloves, my hats, my different apparatus. I tend to mostly take a backpack with me. And the reason why is because definitely not the most fashionable thing. However, because I don't have a car here and I drive a scooter, it's kind of important for me to have access to space. And so I like to have it because there's oftentimes I'm walking by the vegetable guy or the meat guy and I decide, you know what, I want to have something, and not every place takes care of your bag needs as far as like plastic or paper. Sometimes they don't have any. So I like to have a backpack to kind of chuck it in. So there it is, guys. I am in love. I cannot believe that I live here, even though it may only be for a month or so. I'm just super blessed and lucky to live not only in a beautiful and warm house, but a place that is so steeped in my own cultural identity, my own ancestral church. And I'm lucky enough now to have my morning coffee. And when I open up the doors and I see this view, I think just how incredibly blessed I am and lucky I am to live here and be a part of this immersive time in my life.